Use them as the permanent markers, semi-permanent markers. That this is probably the best drop down point to get down to the Ear Boulder, which is, in my opinion, so far, my 10 years of hiking Ohiopyle, the most beautiful. All right, so can we get down here without killing ourselves? I don't know. We shall see. The alternative route is come down this slot here. You get all muddy, but this drop here is just a little too much for me. I'm gonna go back up and around. This is a very interesting crevice down there. I often thought, would a bear hibernate down there? Probably not. Would other animals hibernate down there? Probably not. You look like you'd be trapped down there if you were an animal. I don't think they choose trapped crevices for hibernation destinations. Around the cliffs here at Fern Cliff, another blue dot, blue dot, blue dot. I guess that means that this is possibly another way down, but I'm not gonna, it takes too much time to explore it. I don't want to explore something fresh. I want to go where I've gone a few times before and know that it works. Okay, Fern Cliff Trail again. This little swampy, whatever you call this. All right, so all right, let's use the timer now. See how long it takes me from Fern Cliff Trail proper. 9:42. Let's see how long it takes me to get down to the Ear Boulder, the beautifully sculpted Ear Boulder. And we're gonna choose the muddy drop off rather than the rock drop off. This is the muddy drop off, the same debris pile down there. We just were there, but decided not to make that jump. More energetic people, fine. Young people, fine. If this debris weren't here, it'd also be like a 5-foot drop. That solves that one. All right, so that is the biggest obstacle, is just getting from here back up. From here down to the boulder is relatively easy. That was the hardest part right there. There's all this debris to maybe fashion into a drop-off step. And this is the easiest way down, I found. And I've come up this twice, and I don't know if I've gone down it, but all right. All this tree falls really torn this area up. I can imagine 40, 50 years ago, the trail might have been clearer here. Just not enough people interested in this kind of rougher hiking right along the shoreline. The only advantage of coming down this route is to see the incredible Ear Boulder. That's why we're doing it. And that is the last slot right here. And then we're down. I've tried to climb that way. It's impossible. That boulder lip right there just drops 10 feet. And that's just bush and just drops 10 feet too. Anyway, so river looks nice and high. Maybe that will now explain why the erosion is so beautiful there at the Ear Boulder, G Boulder, Cave Boulder. They all have spectacular all right. So I got this climb up and 2 more climb ups to get up to the Fern Cliff trail. Again, I come in the winter. No snakes. Blue dot. I don't know what that means. I guess it's an advanced hiker, or it could mean, and I think that's a good sign, that you take that one. I'd put a blue dot on that tree right there. You probably can make it out that way, but this is probably so overgrown that you don't. Oh, there's another blue dot over there. Okay, so there's blue dots all over. If you're a fisherman, yeah, this is a spectacular scenic fishing spot. If you're like want to do the coolest hiking in Ohiopyle, I'd call this one of them, because for the amount of effort and for relatively not much energy, you can get down here safely. And here's the slot right down. It's the Fern Cliff boulders. And then the boulders that came down to the river here are just spectacular. If you like boulders and eroded river shore boulders, these are, in my opinion, so far the best in the park. See where we're coming to. I think we're downriver, upriver of the Great Boulders. So we'll have to go downriver a little bit here. And we'll even see if we can get there. Could be we'll have to go back into the forest. This is the Dartmouth Rapids. Easily reached. All right, so how long did it take me to get down here? $9:51. About 35 minutes from the parking lot. I could have gotten here quicker, but I didn't really push it. Yeah, we must be a good ways. We're a good ways. We're 30. This is a fishing spot. So that's the trail to the fishing spot. And then once you get here to the fishing spot, you're gonna have to go downriver another 50 yards, 200 feet to where the rapids end. When the rapids end down there, that's where all the great boulders are. So we got a bit of hiking to go here. All right, so we're that big down tree right there. That means the boulder just on the other side to the left of that down big tree, the light colored log, that is the Ear Boulder. So that's how close we are. And how difficult it is to get to it. From the shortest way down, coming down from Fern Cliff itself. The water's at about 5-6 feet right now. Youghiogheny River, Ohiopyle State Park, Dartmouth Rapids. The boulders up river, or downriver, sorry. Downriver. Right in that area down there are the smoothest, most beautifully sculpted boulders I've seen. I'm pretty sure those blue dots are for the fishermen. I think they've done it for themselves because the trees closest to the river, which have beautiful ledges for standing and putting your kit down so you can do your fishing, are right upriver. This is the Dartmouth Rapids. This is the final part. There's the big tree that slants over the river at the Dartmouth Rapids on the Fern Cliff side. We're on the Fern Cliff side. That's a sign you're right in the boulder field. You're right in the Dartmouth Rapids Fern Cliff side boulder field. And this boulder right here is, in my opinion, the most spectacular boulder in the park. This big tree's been here for many years. I always go under when I get here. It's going over is a little something for a younger person. So you can see the water comes all the way up in here. I imagine thousands of years ago it is why it carved all these boulders so beautifully. One advantage of all these rhododendron is they give you lots of great things to hold on to. So long as you grab a live one. Oh, here you see all this beautiful scooping action, the erosion in the rock. Starts right here beautifully. For the next 50 yards here, beautifully sculpted. And here is the ear of the Ear Boulder right here. Here is the Ear Boulder. So we finally reached it, and somebody has taken my hiking sticks that I left here. I left some treasure hiking sticks here, and they've been taken by hikers or a fisherman. February 25th, 10 a.m. It took me 45 minutes to get here. So that's the quickest way from the parking lot, Fern Cliff parking lot, to the Ear Boulder. And here it is. And doesn't look like the river got up this high. So that means that somebody has been watching my videos, and or the people that I mention this to, because I mention it to hikers I say I leave polyurethane hiking sticks here. So 2 have gone so far today, or 2024. Dartmouth Rapids, Ohiopyle State Park, Youghiogheny River. Look at that boulder. Incredible how that was sculpted. This whole area here is just a wonder of river sculpted eroded boulders. That one is remarkable. The next spectacular one is the G Boulder, and then next coming after it is the little horn boulder. The horn is all that's left. Look at this, all nicely sculpted. Obviously the river gets up this high. The river shore hiking starting at Dartmouth Rapids really gets difficult. It's an incredible Ear Boulder, eroded by the river. And you'll notice there are these big rounded river rocks here, and all this sand. So the sand and the river rocks, like right in there, down there, you can even see the swirling going on right now. There's a wing right down here, and there's 3 sculpted little areas, and you can see the rounded river rock gets in here, gets swirled around, slowly erodes it, and there you go. Perfect evidence. Rounded river rocks, rounded river rocks. They just come in here and swirl and gouge this however long it took to gouge that all the way down the wing. That's the wing of the Ear Boulder.